Hey YouTube fans, this is Puerto Rican Dude 1982, and if you haven't seen part 1 of this video yet, you should go check it out because you're going to miss a little bit because I'm picking off from where I left off with reading this introduction to you. So let's begin. Let's continue, shall we? Alright, we left off where the one of the doctors came out screaming with the clipboard, saying that that the guy's son is has pure blood that can help find an antidote for the mystery flu. Alright, here we go. 5 tenths minutes later, out come the doctors and nurses, crying and hugging one another. Some are even laughing. It's the first time you have seen anyone laugh in a week. And an old doctor walks up to you and says, "Thank you, sir. Your son's blood is perfect. It's clean. It is pure. And we can make the vaccine." As the word begins to spread all across that parking lot full of folks, people are screaming and praying and laughing and crying. But then the gray-haired doctor pulls you and your wife aside and says, "May we see you for a moment? We didn't realize that the donor would be a minor, and we need you to sign a consent form." You begin to sign, and then you see that the box for the number of pints of blood to be taken is empty. How many pints? And that is when the old doctor's smile fades, and he says, "We had no idea it would be a little child. We weren't prepared. We need it all. But, I don't understand. He's my only son." "We are talking about the whole world here. Please sign. We need to hurry." "But can't you give him a transfusion?" "If we had clean blood, we would. Please, will you please sign?" In numb silence you do. Then they say, "Would you like to have a moment with him before we begin?" Could you walk back? Could you walk back to that room where he sits on the table saying, "Daddy, Mommy, what's going on?" Could you take his hands and say, "Son, your mommy and I love you, and we would never ever let anything happen to you that didn't just have to be"? Do you understand that? And when the old doctor comes back in and says, "I'm sorry, we've got to get started. People all over the world are dying." Could you leave? Could you walk out while he is saying, "Dad, Mom, Dad, why? Why have you abandoned me?" Sounds familiar? And then next week, when they have the ceremony to honor your son, and some folks sleep through it, and some folks don't even bother to come because they have better things to do, and some folks come with a pretentious smile and just pretend to care, would you want to jump up and say, "Excuse me, my son died for you. Don't you even care? Does it mean nothing to you?" I wonder, is that what God wants to say? "My son died for you. Does it mean nothing? Don't you know how much I care?" And there's a little prayer or something. Father, seeing it from your eyes should break our hearts. Maybe now we can begin to comprehend the great love you have for us. Now, I know some of you might have realized the connection there, but that's basically how I believe God would be looking down at us. Be like, excuse me, my son died for you, and you don't even care. But anyway, so that's the end of the little introduction, and basically, again, check out Contra 6000. He has good videos, and take care, everyone. Bye.